Apologies if nothing made sense, but
1, 2, 3, let's switch this up.
hello my loves. So this is look number 3 for my Valentine's Day Glam Series, and I want to say it's my last one, I think. This is a lot of commitment, believe it or not, okay? So I did 3 looks. I posted one, which was Jar of Hearts, and then I posted Plum, which is in my shorts, and it's on my TikTok as well. I wish I would have done a full video on that, but it was impossible that day. Now we're here. Now we're back. So I saw this cute look. They did these like little hearts. So they put the heart over here, only one right up here towards the brow. Oh. Anyways, you get that big heart, the little heart, you just shade it in and then you remove it. Normally people have stickers, but I don't got no stickers, so I just drew that hoe and I cut it. Look at her. Ain't she pretty? Just use a little eye glue to kind of like get it to stick there. And then I'm gonna add some cute little gems all around it, make it pop. These are some little heart ones that I have. These fun little ones. Oh wait, you can't see the color. I am going to be starting off with my base, so I am going to go in with that primer, Dominique primer. It's not even funny how many mirrors I have in front of me, but I'm gonna make it work. I need to have this up and personal for the sake of getting these brows in camera, okay? I didn't use any soap brow or my favorite mascara, the clear mascara that I use to kind of keep all the brows together. Mostly because I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to the gram. That's it. I'm just going to TikTok, I'm going to Instagram, and I'm coming to YouTube. That's about it. In advance, I apologize if the conversation is pretty much everywhere. It's really hard to stay focused on one particular topic, especially when I pause a lot due to my cats or the noise or something happening at Amazon. So I'm gonna just give you a heads up. The conversation is gonna be everywhere right now. We're gonna start off a little dark, and then we're gonna probably end positive. I don't know. I'm just gonna speak about what's in my heart and what's in my mind. I don't really have a particular topic I want to talk about. I thought I did, but I'm just gonna keep it 100, and I don't know what to really say. I have a lot of things in my mind. That's really what's in the mental, so might as well share. So if you haven't seen this video right over here yet on my channel, then you should, because I pretty much made a video explaining my 3-year gap off YouTube. It was really tough making that video. It was very vulnerable. I know, like, I'm pretty much, it looks so unserious, to be honest with you, when I look back. And that's another thing too, when it comes to videos like that, when it comes to life updates, I'm at a point in my life where I can't look back at them. Like, I can't rewatch that video. So once it's there, I'm not watching it again. Unless it's a makeup video, then I'm looking back at it and seeing like, oh, what technique did I use? Like, I could do this better. Lighting could be this, like, you know, stuff like that. But when it comes to like videos about me, I don't watch them again. In that video, I pretty much explain, I'm just gonna say it briefly because y'all really should watch that video. I'm not gonna like just talk about it, but I pretty much explain everything that I have been going through at that point with my health. And I will just fast forward and say that I said there that things got harder, and I'm gonna say now things got even 10 times harder. And you know, that's just life. Sometimes things happen that way, and it's hard, especially when you feel like you're not catching a break, you know? I know for a fact that I'm not the only person out there that is going through a hard time, whether it's with their health, your finances, your career, your personal relationships. There's a boatload of things, right? We all go through stuff. No one's exempt from that. We're humans. We're gonna go through some trials, and it's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be a walk in the park. I also have other videos there, like this one right here, where I also documented a very painful part of my journey, which is my dental journey. Painful as in literally physically painful. That was a rough time. There was just so much happening, and I was in dire pain. But Lord, did God see me through it. It was horrible, and that was really real to post, for me at least. I wasn't ready for a long time to just kind of speak on my dental journey, because Like, are you gonna speak on something that you're like self-conscious about, or feel that like it's my business? But the only reason why, like I said, I did it was because I had seen so many people who were going through what I was going through. At first, I felt like they didn't exist, but I found them. I found my little community, and I was like, bet, like, you know what? It shifted something in me of like, that I'm gonna share. And that was hard. It was genuinely a painful time, and I pretty much explained it in that video as well. The update with the anemia is that things have been pretty much getting better. Infusions go a long way. It's important to always advocate for yourself, especially if you feel that something is just not right within your body. You're not crazy. Anyone, especially health professionals that make you feel that you are crazy, don't further see them anymore, and do your homework. And by your homework, I mean is reach out to other family members or other people that you trust that can help you, because sometimes when you're literally in the state of panic, no one likes to feel sick. It can be hard to think clearly, so it's always good to reach out to people that you trust. Don't give up. There's always going to be a doctor out there, someone that can help you, and it's okay to ask questions, because you never know who knows who, and it can direct you to the proper and correct source. I have been to a shit ton of doctors, okay? I have felt like a guinea pig for a long time, and I have been sick for quite a while, and it has not been fun. And the one thing that I can say confidently that I learned, and that I'm also proud of myself, is that I never gave up on finding the people that I needed to find. And I'm also nowhere near my journey where I can say, oh, I'm good, I'm valid, like everything's all good. I'm far from good, but I know mentally and within my heart, I'm in the right place of where I'm supposed to be. Actually, now that I was kind of touching that subject, remember when I said I was gonna jump? Now we're gonna jump. Let's talk about it. What's on the rise right now for people among our ages? Colon cancer. This is very important to me, especially for someone that always constantly now has to get screenings. And honestly, you probably should too. I briefly spoke about it on TikTok as well, about what is happening. Why are we not taking this as more seriously than we need to? Colon cancer is definitely on the rise for people our age, and it has to do a lot with the things that we eat, the things that we put into our body. The problem and issue with that is that people our ages are not getting the screenings that need to be done, because the screenings are more required when you're older. But that is not something that you should just heavily rely on and think like, oh, I'm young and I don't gotta do this, I don't gotta check that. Baby, your body is not young forever, okay? And what you put in, especially if it's constantly shit, your body's gonna tell on you eventually. I'm not someone who even ever drank. Like, I didn't drink like that. I don't even like smoke. I don't do anything. I've never done the things that most people would take out of their checklist and think like, if you don't do these things that you're good. No, I've never done them. I never really like did them like hardcore or in general. And look, the problems are still there. The problems still came regardless. After trial and error, I realized that what it was my food. The food that I eat, that you eat. Let's add in mental health. I think that the way you deal with your stress does not impact your body. This might seem like a random conversation to some of you guys, especially if you've never, like I said, never seen my stuff, which is why I highly recommend that you watch my other videos. Not just because you should watch and support, because if you're here, then like, come on, like, I want to be friends. I want you to not be like, what the hell is she talking about? I'm trying to explain to you, so watch my other videos so you can know where I'm coming from. And like, this is not random. Like, I'm not just talking poop. I'm legit talking of things that have been, part of my life, part of my everyday thoughts, part of the things that have kept me up at night, and the people that I've met along the way that I'm realizing also go through the same thing. How many women just kind of get stuck with a diagnosis or get told that that's just your way of life, when it's not. It's not. You don't gotta be like that. You don't have to constantly live in pain. You don't constantly have to be in misery. You don't know each other, and you are going through some hard time in your life right now, whether, like I said, it's your health, whether it's money, whether it's relationships, whether it's just you wanting to give up, I just want to let you know that I genuinely love you. I don't have to know you personally to tell you that. And the crazy thing is that I mean that. I genuinely love you with my entire heart and soul, and you're gonna be fine because you're gonna push through. And I don't know about you, but I got through because of God. Because of my faith, because of Christ. That's something I'm going to scream about every single time, because that is my truth. That is just my story. And the only reason that I am here today is because of him. And I don't need to know what you believe, but you can rely on the fact that I'm telling you that you're cared for. We're gonna be okay. And we just gotta stick together, all right? But giving up is not the option. That many of us have grown up in homes that are, you know, whether we have Caribbean parents, Hispanic parents, whatever it is. When we try to talk about depression, our health, our mental health specifically, that doesn't exist, right? If you don't get the support from your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your friends, your neighbor, whoever it is, if someone is literally shitting on you from wanting to better yourself, or you're hesitant because of what somebody else was gonna say, you are crazy. If you go your entire life relying on the fact of what are people gonna say, first of all, no one needs to know your business. That's for starters. No one needs to know what it is that you're doing when it comes to you, unless you're someone who wants to share. You don't always gotta share the journey of the process. You can always literally just keep this to yourself. No one needs to approve of something that it's in regards to you. No one is gonna feel your pain. No one is gonna be there for you like you are. And God, life is so hard, and it's so hard for everyone. And just know it's a passing time. It's just like a season. And that's coming from someone who didn't believe that, because I could not see the light at the end of the tunnel for anything. And sometimes I get caught on the fact that I don't see it. But I'm here though. Like, I'm alive. I could have easily been, you know? And I really do thank the Lord for pulling me through, because I don't say this lightly, but I genuinely would not be here if it wasn't for my faith, and if it wasn't for constantly advocating for myself and not giving up. Whatever it is that you got going on, don't stop. Don't give up. Because just you, baby. And you lead by example too. I know that I've been chatting for a minute. I don't even know if things are making sense. All right. I basically paused so I wouldn't cry my makeup off. But now we're going to move into the eyes, because the face is pretty much done. I'm going to go in with some concealer right here at the bottom of my brows. Clean them up a little bit. And I'm going to go in with my P. Louise and cover that entire base. I want it to be light. I want it to be very light so I can catch as much pigmentation in my shadows. I don't know. Like I said, my heart keeps telling me one thing right now. And I'm just in a very grateful mood. And do you understand? Like, me just being here and doing these videos and like sitting in this chair, it cost me everything in the world, man. Like, I don't always get good days where I could just be here and be present. I don't know. I kind of want to hear your testimonies. I genuinely love to hear, ways that you have like overcome trials and tribulations. Just being here and being able to do my makeup and be able to create something means the world to me. It's truly something that I love, and it makes me happy, and it just keeps me at peace and keeps me calm. And this is something no one can ever take away from me. Well, enough of that, but I'm gonna start just whatever I have left of that setting powder on my little puffer. I'm just gonna tap that in so I prevent some creasing now that I went over with that primer. And I'm gonna start getting ready for the fun colors, the fun stuff. Now I get to place my little hearts and kind of map them out where I want them to be. I have hooded eyelids, babe, so I don't know how I'm gonna go with this, but I think I'm gonna put this more towards the outer area. I'm literally putting glue. Ay Dios. I'm putting glue on this, like eyelash glue, because I don't got the stickers. So we're just gonna make this work. I'm gonna place this a little towards the end here, kind of avoiding my crease. So we got the hearts put in, and this is how they're looking. They're pretty much very pretty. I'm gonna go in with my Norvina ABH Norvina palettes. I think I'm gonna go in with some pinks, some yellows. I want this to be not just pink. I want the outer hearts to be pink, and I might like shade them in with like a deep burgundy so the hearts really pop. But I want more towards the inner to be a little bit orangey, a little bit yellow, and then back mixing it in with that pink. I'm going with the lightest pink that's in that palette. I'm gonna tap out the excess. I'm kind of gonna go around the hearts already. And I'm just slowly gonna tap around, creating a shadow. And I actually might use the shadow as blush as well, so everything could be even more seamless. I have the pink stamped in. This is how it's looking like. I'm gonna use a fluffy brush like this and just go in with that orange. I'm gonna leave this pretty much empty because I'm gonna keep filling it in with that same pink. Everything's gonna get darker as we go on, but I think I just want to place this right here. I roughly placed that orange as well. Everything's gonna look rough. I'm not gonna blend anything out just yet, but I'm kind of just mapping out how I want things to be. I think I'm gonna go in with some yellow and then some pink in the inner corners of the eyes. I'm gonna tie it all together because I want that pink to pop. Now, I really hope I don't mess it up with this pink, but I'm just gonna place that in here. All right, now that I stamped that pink in there, I'm just gonna go back in with the hearts and just start stamping that same pink that I used. Now I'm just gonna repeat the steps and go in with those same colors to make them a little bit more pigmented. So I'm gonna go in with that orange again and really just intensify that color. I pretty much blended everything out. Now go back in with that same pink over here. I kind of just left what I was there, and I'm using a very loose brush to kind of blend a little bit in between so it's all seamless. I'm gonna go in with the pencil brush like this. I'm gonna use a color that's slightly darker than this pink, a little bit more on the purple side, to outline the hearts so it can really pop out when I blend everything and remove these stickers off. Kind of see that darkness there, and I'm also gonna go in with a paintbrush. This is the Cocoa Land paintbrush in number 1. It's very defined, and I'm gonna use that for the smaller heart because I can't get in with that pencil brush. It's just not working. Concentrate with me. Hold your breath. Now that I finished stamping the darker color, I'm going back with that original pink to kind of diffuse that crazy purple out a little bit. And I'm just gonna do it in a tapping motion. I'm not gonna do anything else. I just kind of want to diffuse that, blend it in, not make it look too crazy. Do whatever further blending I need in the outside once I remove those stamps. I'm done blending. I'm done touching the eye for now because I'm gonna add gems too. I'm gonna make this extra. Now for the moment of truth. Let's remove these stickers. Bruh. Oh, besides almost pulling my entire skin off. I'm gonna diffuse the ends with this like very loose fluffy brush so it's not so harsh. Let's remove this one. So I'm just gonna go in over here and blend out in a circular motion just the outer area, not anything too close. Look how easy it just kind of like blends into the skin. Girl, just the outer areas. I don't mind the pink spreading because I really am gonna go with that same shadow as my blush. That compared to that, pretty. Really want to be extra and add some of that loose glitter. You can kind of see it reflect there. It doesn't really pop off on camera, but just know it's there. I'm done with that. I'm gonna go in with that shadow as my blush. So I'm just gonna, yep, just like that. It doesn't really make sense to go in with these hearts anymore. I feel like that might be too much, and I don't have any red on my eye. So I am gonna go in with these yellow gems and then some of the pink ones right here. I placed my glue little dots where I'm gonna put the gems. All I did was just add some mascara on the bottom lashes and also some lashes on the top. And it's the same lashes that I used in my last video that I posted. I think I'm gonna add some of that e.l.f. putty blush in the center of my lips. Nah, I kind of want to go in with a tint of brown. I actually like that better. All I did was add like literally the tiniest bit of like a dot of that Fenty lip stain lip gloss. I'm gonna go in with that lip gloss from e.l.f. again in that brown shade, and it's so pretty. Oh and that is a wrap. That is it for the Valentine's Day series. I really love the way this look turned out. It is actually so cute. I love the gems. I like how everything looks, and I don't think I'm touching the hair. I'm tired, girl. All right, I'm exhausted. It honestly is adorable, and I really hope you enjoyed it. And you need to let me know if you liked it too. Like, don't be just watching it and just dubbing me. Like, what happened to me trying to be friends with you? What are you not getting? I want y'all to see a close-up of how this is literally looking up. Like, those gems just add the perfect final touch. They're so pretty. I'm genuinely in love with this look, and I just want to say thank you for literally watching and sticking to the end and hearing anything I said. I will see you guys in the next one.